Welcome, race fans, to another edition of In the Dirt with Tim Baltz. Tim is in Oswego, New York for Super Dirt Week 51, and we're going to be talking to the man himself directly from Oswego. Halfway through this show, we're going to be back with the results of this past weekend, and we had multiple days at same track results, and it's all coming up for you in just a minute. Right after our sponsors, who've been with us all through the 2023 dirt car racing season: Disaster RX DKI, Draper Doors, Alexandria Home Hardware, and our good friends at Rideau Acres Campgrounds. We'll be right back.
Rideau Acres is the place to be.
Rideau Acres Campground is taking reservations for fall and the 2024 camping season now. Kingston's best camping destination with overnight camping available all fall. Fall is a beautiful time to come camp at the gated community in historic Kingston, Ontario. And it's never too early to book your favorite site for the 2024 camping season. Just 10 minutes to downtown Kingston and 1 kilometer off the 401. Great fall fishing on Colonel by Lake, part of the world-famous Rideau Canal water system of lakes and locks. Contact RideauAcres.com or 613-546-2711. Welcome back, everybody, to In the Dirt with Tim Baltz. I'm Gary McColman, and here are the results from this past weekend. We had several tracks, or with 2 days of racing rather than one, because obviously the regular seasons are all over at the tracks. First off, let's go to Fulton Speedway, where they had the 37th annual Outlaw 200 weekend. On Thursday night, Hobby Stocks went to Russ Marsden, Nathan Peckham, and John Petrorich was third. In Novice Sportsman, it was Tucker Holliday, Bobby Newman, and Dylan Perrall. And in Four Cylinders, Nat Powers, Justin Pope, and Donald Newman. In the Mod Lights, it was Joe Isabel, Zach Babcock, and Matt Kitts. And on Friday night, the Empire Super Sprints went to Jason Barney, Chuck Hebring, and Danny Varon. On Saturday, the Sportsman Shootout Top 5, the pride of Elginburg, Ontario, Bobby Harrington, came from 15th to win this. And what a great race it was. 75 lapper, too. And the $3,000 certainly helps out in the Harrington race stalls. Tony Finch II was third, and Emmett Wallen was third, and Kyle Rogala was fourth. In the Outlaw 200, the top five were Matt Shepard, Matt Williams, Larry White, Tim Sears Jr., and Billy Decker. At Humberstone, they had the third annual Fall Classic. It's always a big week of racing at Humberstone for sure, Friday and Saturday nights. On Friday night, the Ontario Super Sprints, Dylan Westbrook, Liam Martin, and DJ Christie were the top three in the feature. Street Stocks went to Tyler French, Pete Reed, and Justin Ramsey. And the Action Sprint Tour National Series went to Matt Billings from Brockville, Ontario, Matthew Bartier, and Aston Van Every. And the Dirt Car Sportsman went to Chad Chevalier, Tyler Willard was second, and Matteo Panate. And in Mini Stocks, it was Austin Worstrow, Clinton Everyham, and Bob Golding. Make that Rob Golding. And in Crate Late Models, Charlie Sandercock, Nathan Rinaldi, and Chad Homan. Saturday night, the Southern Ontario Sprints went to Ryan the Roadrunner Turner, Dylan Westbrook, and Matt Farnham. And Street Stocks went to Pete Reed, and Ryan Beagle, and Kyle Wirt was third. Action Sprint Tour National Top 5 went to Adrian Stahl, Adam Turner, John Cadman, and Lee Lattissiere and Matt Billings. And the Action Sprint Tour Championship nationally went to Matt Billings from Brockville. Congratulations, Matt, for that. The East Division was won by Lee Lattissiere, and the West Division was won by Mike Bowman. The Dirt Car Sportsman, Adam Leslie, Chad Chevalier, Tyler Willard, and the Mod Lights went to Joe Isabel, Brent Begelow, and Josh Slater. The RPM Speedway in Quebec, they had their short track clash. The Thursday night event was canceled because of weather. On Friday night, the 358 Modifieds won by David Hebert, Alex Therion, and Steve Bernier. The Sportsman went to Matthew Laramie. It was Carl Latendra. Donovan Lessier was third. In Sportsman from the rained-out May 12th event, the feature went to Carl Latier. It was Raphael Gougeron and Alexandria Salve. And in Lightning Sprints, it was Xavier Luson. In the Mod Lights, it was Alex Forcier. On Saturday night, the 358 Modifieds went to Alain Therion, Sébastien Goujon, and Michel Perron. 358 Modifieds from May the 12th went to Mario Claire, Ivan Ressian, and it was Kevin Hamel. Steve Bernier was crowned the 2023 358 track champion at RPM. Congratulations, Steve, for that. Sportsman William Racine and Sean Imbold. It was Donovan Lassier, and in lightning sprint, it was Jean-Christophe Bulldog. In mod lights, it was Pierre Trudel, and in street stock, it was Pierre Hebert. The Michaels Mercier Raceway Little Guys Nationals on Friday night went to Eric Rudolph. Saturday night, the modified went to Rex King Jr., and at Georgetown Speedway on Sunday, the modified went to Jordan Watson, and in 5 Mile Point on Saturday, the modified went to Justin Holland, and the sportsman went to Brad Weaver. We're going to be right back with what's coming up, and especially a great talk to the man himself, Tim Baltz, live from Super Dirt Car Week 51 in Oswego, New York, right after these words. Draper Doors is your garage door and retractable screen experts. For sales, service, and installation of garage doors, electric door openers, retractable screens, or custom doors, it's Draper Doors. Draper Doors offers 24-hour service at 613-544-2269. If you're replacing your garage door of any size, call for a quote today at 613-544-2269. Remember, call Draper Doors if you can't get it up. Alexandria Home Hardware is your home and garden headquarters. Come in for all our fall deals of both inside and outside your home, your office, or your new building project. We've got lumber, and right now it's at the lowest price in a long time. Be sure to check our home hardware savings flyer every week for price saving specials. Come into our garden center and see the huge selection of fall deals. Our friendly staff is here to assist you for all your shopping at Alexandria Home Hardware. Don't forget you can shop 24 hours a day online at Home Hardware. Welcome back, everybody, to In the Dirt with Tim Baltz. And we've got the man himself on the phone. We've had all the results from the last couple of weeks. Let's talk about what's coming up in the next several days here. And let's go to Oswego, New York, live with Tim Baltz. Hey, Tim, welcome, buddy.
Hey, Big G, what's going on? I see the ratings are going to go up for this show as you're the host for today.
Yeah, let's hope so. By the way, why is there no free catering tonight?
I was wondering this. Well, you know, I was hoping there'd be some free catering up here where I'm at too, but I see nothing right now. I thought the pizza man was coming to the Disaster RX DKI studios over there.
Yeah, it should. Now listen, this is a big week. This is the biggest week in dirt. The who's who of the Northeast Dirt Car schedule is there, and it all gets underway this week. So tell us what's happening at Oswego, New York, and surrounding tracks.
Yes, as you mentioned, a lot is happening. Big G, it's Super Dirt Week 51. It's racing's biggest party, the Fall Festival of Speed, as they call it. Just a lot of tech inspections going on here the first few days. And we're going to get right into it tomorrow as the stars of the Dirt Car 358 Modified Series will be at the Wheatsport Speedway for a makeup of the Cavalcade weekend. That should be a good show, along with the Empire Super Sprints. They're making up their 25-lapper from earlier in September. And also, it's going to be a full show for the Dirt Car Sportsman Series, a Sportsman Championship 75-lap feature, $2,500 to win there. Should be a great show. Then on Wednesday, we're going to have some practice sessions for all four of the series, the Dirt Car Sportsman, the Dirt Car 358s and Pro Stocks, and the Super Dirt Car Series. Then we're going to hustle like crazy over to the Brewerton Speedway for the 30th Hurricane Harvey 75 for the Dirt Car 358 Modified and Dirt Car Sportsman Series. Those who are staying back, there's a party at the Island Stage with a full DJ too as well. That'll run till about midnight or a little bit after that. Thursday is when everything really gets going good. Here we got Dirt Car Pro Stock practice coming up at around just after noon time, and then the 358 Modifieds are out on track, and then we're going to have the time trials for the Dirt Car Pro Stocks locked in the top 6 there, the first 3 rows. Then the same for the Dirt Car 358 Modified Salute to the Troops 150. Top 6 will be locked in there. Then we'll go quiet for a little while, get ready for opening ceremonies for Thursday Night Thunder. That's when the Dirt Car Pro Stocks will have their 10-lap qualifying heat races to set the field for the Dirt Car Pro Stock Championship 50 later in the week. Dirt Car 358 modified qualifying heat shortly after that as well. Moving on to Friday, much of the same, except the Dirt Car Sportsman and Super Dirt Car Series will be on hand. They'll have their practice sessions as well, and then we'll go and do the time trial session for the Dirt Car Sportsman, and we'll lock in the first 3 rows there. Super Dirt Car Series will have the top 6 locked in for the Billy Whitaker Cars 200. Then we'll go quiet for a while, and then it'll be Friday night lights time. I'm exceptionally nervous for this one because my daughter's singing the Canadian national anthem, and she is solid as a rock. And of course, I'm the nervous dad when it comes to this, so I'm looking forward to that. And then after that's all said and done, we're going to go right into the qualifying heat races for the Dirt Car Sportsman in preparation for the Chevy Performance 75. The Super Dirt Car Series, they'll have their 25-lap qualifying heat races shortly after that. And then Saturday, it's last chance showdowns for Pro Stock and 358 Modifieds. Salute to the Troops 150 will be up, and it'll be the 43rd running of that race, along with the Dirt Car Pro Stock Championship 50. Then on Sunday, it's the big one, Big G. It is the Billy Whitaker Cars 200 for the Super Dirt Car Series and the Dirt Car Sportsman Chevy Performance 75. We'll have last chance showdowns for that. And for those that are attending, there is a top 30 autograph session. Those who time trialed in the top 30 earlier in the week will be there behind the grandstands at Oswego for a special autograph session, and a special made poster will be available to the fans. So you can watch all the action live on Dirt Vision. If you can't make it here to Oswego, some beautiful weather in store for us. We're looking forward to it. They are saying, possible rain, but you know what? I don't believe it for one bit. We're going to have perfect weather all through this week, and we're going to have an exceptional 200-lapper on Sunday. And can Matt Shepard sweep the weekend again? That's the big question everybody's wondering. But that's the report from here, Big G, and thanks for holding down the fort back at the Disaster RX DKI studios over there.
Well, I was going to ask you if you would stick your neck out here and say, pick us the top 5 and then maybe 4 divisions there with Pro Stock, Sportsman, Small Block, and Big Block.
Well, of course, with the Big Block Modified, the Super Dirt Car Series, you can't go wrong with Super Matt. I mean, he's been running so good here as of late. Been very consistent on the Super Dirt Car Series this year. Matt Williamson's another guy that could sneak in there and possibly get a top 5 finish and possibly get his 3rd ever series win. And just looking at some of the other drivers that are involved in there, Jimmy Phelps has been running pretty strong. He could be a guy that could sneak in for a top 5 finish as well. But some of the guys that I'm going to be watching, of course, as we mentioned, Matt Shepard, Matt Williamson, Tim Fuller, and, possibly a couple other guys along the way. Mark Johnson is always good here at Super Dirt Week, the Albany-Saratoga regular, so some good quality drivers there. 358 Modified Division, I'm going to be looking at drivers, you can't. I'm going to throw this one out there because I know he's been chasing the series and wants to win a 2nd title. I think Chris Ravi might have an actual shot at winning this race. I know he kind of downplays it, and all this other stuff, but I think that he could be a guy that could be like a spoiler on the series where nobody could see it coming. And I think he could be one to watch as he's been running so good as of late. As you know, Big G, he's been a hot hand locally. And, of course, why not do it on the big stage? But Matt Williamson, Eric Rudolph, and, of course, Matt Shepard is the defending race winner. That could be an upset story. And Billy Decker is also signed in for the field, too, and he's looking for his 8th Salute to the Troops 150. Dirt Car Sportsman, there's almost 100 cars that are going to be signed in for that one.
Wow.
A virtual who's who. Cody McPherson, he's the defending race winner. He could be a guy to watch. You got to watch for guys like Zach Zabaka. He is also a part of the field as well. So a lot of great drivers are in store for this one. And, of course, some Canadian contingent in there as well. Cedric Govero is part of the deal. So you're going to want to watch him as well. Dirt Car Pro Stocks, Luke Horning has been the dominant driver to beat. And keep an eye on him. he could very well walk away with his first Super Dirt Week title in the pro stock. So it's going to be interesting to see. There's a lot of things that can happen. And of course, there could be some upset stories in there as well.
Just before we go, both the 200 and the 150 for the big blocks and the small blocks, there's a lot of strategy that has to happen there as well. And, because obviously there's fuel and tires and all that that goes into it, unlike any other week during the year, right? And so a strange person could win that race.
Yeah, they really could. And the thing is, for this year, there is no mandatory pit stop in the Billy Whitaker Cars 200 this year.
Wow.
Was looking over some of the rules and some of the changes, and I'm looking at the rule right now. No mandatory stop. Now there is a competition caution in the big block modified race. There's two of them. There's a competition caution at or around lap 75 or 125. Those are the only times you can stop for fuel. You cannot put fuel in the car. And the other rule is, too, if you run out of fuel at any point in the event, you are out of the race.
Wow.
Done for the day. So that is the main deal. And same for the 358 modified race as well. Competition caution at lap 100. So you can there's a lot of strategy here. If you want to come in and pit and do that, you can certainly do so. But as you said, so much strategy involved here. And again, another thing too, another monkey wrench thrown into this. No spotters, no two-way communication with the driver whatsoever this year. Very interesting.
That's new then, because we used to always have spotters.
Yep. Spotters had been kind of a fixture in this in Super Dirt Week in the big blocks and 358 modifieds, but this year no two-way communication. So it's going to add a little extra. Little bit of extra fun to the race as we get going.
I wonder, Tim, if they could use the old strategy of the pit signs that they used to use years ago in NASCAR,
It might be one of the ways that they can communicate for sure. But I know that, when you're whistling down the front straightaway at Oswego, it's going to be tough to see the pit signs. But we'll all see how it all unfolds here in the next 7 days. Yeah,
because one day at Syracuse, actually, I was a spotter for our 01 car. And but I lost my job because I kept spotting the guy was putting mustard and relish on his hot dog over at the concession stand, and guy ordered 3 hamburgers instead of 2, and all of a sudden they yell and said to me, "Where's the car?" And I said, "Well, who cares? I want to know what the concession stand's doing."
Well, hey, you got to go with priorities.
Exactly. Somebody bring me a hot dog right now. I'm hungry.
I don't blame you.
Hey, Tim, have fun this week, and we'll be back here in the saddle next week, okay?
Absolutely, will do for sure. And have a good week over there, guys. And again, thanks for all that you're doing. And we'll have full results of everything that happened at Super Dirt Week 51 here at Oswego. Again, like and subscribe if you've not done so already. I may not be there in person, but I'm here over the phone, and I'll tell all the fans, like and subscribe. We appreciate that support.
What a great interview there with Tim Baltz and Super Dirt Car Week 51 at Oswego, New York, and all the big happenings. He'll have all the results from this week of racing down in Oswego on next week's edition of In the Dirt. So be sure to check in and find out who won. And the final week of racing is going to take place the following weekend at Brockville, Ontario for the 15th annual Dirt Outlaw Apparel King Edward Auto Parts Fall Nationals. They've got a full slate of cars coming to race there. You can check out their website and find out all the details on Friday and Saturday. Well, that's it. That's this edition of In the Dirt with Tim Baltz. I'm Gary McColeman. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you like and subscribe. And tune in next week to find out all the results from this past week in Super Dirt Car Week 51 from Oswego. Have yourself a great week of racing, everybody. See you at the track.